next would be regarding SIM. Let me just give you an idea about some snippets are there for the SIM solutions as well. Okay, here's the Splunk, which is like your Splunk. Priya, just ask this question in the end because it might take some time. So I'm not clear what you're asking for. So I'll help you out in the end. Okay, just a second. I lost the chats. Okay, yeah. So now this is Splunk, how it looks like. Okay, we have a Splunk bar. When you open the Splunk, this is how it looks like. Um, it's all that is off the cloud, but yeah, enterprise also you get the same way. Apps will be there, messages will be there, settings, activity. This is known as a Splunk bar basically. Okay, and this will be your apps panel where different applications will be mentioned. Okay, where all those logs will be collected on, you can see on those applications. The apps panel is there. So app panel lists the applications that are installed on your Splunk or your SIM solution or that's instance, and that you have also permission to use. Okay, so you select the application from this and you list it and open it. So by default you can say, even if you try to download it locally into your system, you'll be also getting a free version which is having 500 MB of uh, space or license available for you. So by default the search and reporting app is there, which is often referred to your search app. So it is pinned on the top of the list. For application that you use frequently, you can pin the application to move them to the top of the list and so on. Okay. We also have center panel and quick link tabs. So center panel contains a set of quick link tabs. The first tab is, you can say, bookmarks, where you can set your own bookmark and see the bookmark shared with you. The other tabs provide quick access to other information. You can add your data. You know, you can see the dashboard, search history, which you have done previously, recently viewed, created by you, shared with you. You can add data as well. You can visualize the data, manage the permissions, process incoming data, manage alerts, configure mobile device, search your data, add team members in case if you want to. That can be also allowed. Now, when you make the searches, when you see the logs, these things will also be displayed. I'll showcase you this is when I will take you into a Splunk in a minute after this slide. So we have these things. Application menu is there. Application menu. Okay. Yeah. So application menu is like, as I told you, in this one you can switch between the applications that you have installed. So previously if you saw these applications are there, with the application menu you can switch between them. Okay, Splunk bar is there. The second one is a Splunk bar. You can edit your Splunk configuration, you can view system level messages and get help on using the product using it. Application bar is a third bar. So whatever application you have selected, like for example if you select search and reporting from here, you click on search and reporting, then this will open on it and this will be giving the options of that application which you have selected, which is search and reporting. Okay, so third represents the application bar, this one. So application bar navigate between the different views in the application you are in. So for the search and reporting application, the views are search, analytics, datasets, reports, alerts, and dashboard. Then we have search bar, fourth one. You can specify your search criteria over here in the fourth one. So what it does, the search bar is where you write your search queries to filter and analyze your data. Okay, so if suppose if you want to find all login attempts from any specific IP, you can put your search query over here. So that search query will retrieve all events which are related to that IP address. Then we have time range picker. This one, fifth one. It allows you to set the time frame for your search, such as the last 30 minutes or a custom range. So if you are, for example, investigating an issue that occurred yesterday between 2 p.m. and 4 p.m. So you can select yesterday, you can put your custom time 2 p.m. to 4 p.m. and this SIM solution Splunk will only retrieve the events from that time period. Sixth is how to search. What it does, this section contains links to resources like the search manual and search tutorial which will guide you on how to search effectively. Okay, so for example if you're unsure about using the stats command, statistics to calculate the average response time. So you can refer to the search manual for examples and syntax. Documentation and tutorial will be there. Seventh is there standard of like work. This is workload management on a Splunk cloud platform only. So what it does in Splunk Cloud, right now it is Splunk Cloud. That's why I'll show you Splunk Enterprise in a bit. So this feature allows you to choose which resource pool will execute your search, making sure efficient use of your system resources. So if you're running a critical search to investigate a cyber attack, you can assign the search to a high priority pool so it gets executed faster. Lastly is your eighth, which you have to focus upon also, search history. So it displays the searches you have already run so you can easily reuse them. So you can run a search yesterday to find all error logs, for example, right? So instead of typing the same query again, you can go to search history, find the query, and click on it to rerun it. So these are the couple of options. Let me quickly show you how it looks like also in real time. Okay, so you can see this is quite similar, which we have just seen, which you just saw. It is Splunk Enterprise. You can download it for free. It is available on the Splunk website. Um, See, application bar with a lot of applications are there. Search reporting, Splunk Secure Gateway. Further can be also installed. Our data and everything is being displayed over here. So if I click on search and reporting, let's suppose see search history, the previous searches which has been made that can be displayed over here. See, for example, like this. The logs are already integrated into it. You can monitor the real-time logs as well. Time part, see, messages, any alerts which will be generated will also be mentioned over here. Uh, it's not responding at time. Anyway, alerts if there's any, right? So now, for example, see, if I have some logs already integrated into it. So if I like write in such a way, see, this will give all the logs from this source. So add to search. So this is on the left hand side. You can see all the events are generated over here. You can like see the events over here. See all the events. If I click on any of them, expand it, you can see all the fields out of that log. Those fields will be sorted for you. Host, source type, session ID, bytes, client IP address, file, identity, a method, get, post, product ID of that particular product, right? Reference domain, status 200, that was a successful attempt, whatever it was happened, whether they have bought the product or loaded a page, right? User agent is in the browser which has been used is mentioned over here. Time, line count, punctuation, Splunk server, everything, right? So these are the big detail of an event. So what happens for this query, search query which I have written, that source is access 30-day log from this logs from this server, and this is a source type. Fetch the logs or the events which has been generated. It displays all those events over here, and this is a timeline for you. Now, out of all those events, it will the Splunk will automatically select out some fields for you. These three fields are, are the ones these are mentioned over here: source, host, and source type. Other interesting fields are also automatically detected by your Splunk. See, you can add more if you want to look out for more interesting fields. So, for example, status codes, you can see product ID of different products which are there in the web server which has been bought. So, top 10 values are being displayed over here. See, status 200 as in successful attempt, 503 as in like many from server error, 400 as in client side error. Like you might have seen 400 as in 404, classic example of that, page not found. So these many counts are there, 100, 1826. These many requests were there from the client side where they made a false attempt, false like 404, like page not found uh, execution was there. So similarly, you can also look out for like failures, login failures, those kind of thing as well in this one. Clear with this how it looks like? Okay. So if I want to specify, I can specify the searches over here like this. If I write, for example, category ID equals to sports, and hit enter. See, now in every results, wherever the category ID is equals to sports, that result will be displayed. Earlier, other categories were also involved. See, if we can spot anywhere, see T category T, right? This is sports, fine. So many more different categories are there, by the way. If I give you a shortcut, yeah, strategy, arcade, accessories, T, null, shooter, simulation, and sports. So what I did, I made a search on the basis of sports only, and then we are getting the filtered results where sports are being mentioned. Okay, see, now every result will be like for category ID equals to sports, and in the interesting fields, only one category ID is being displayed. Okay, now if I write something like this, website name is Buttercup Games. I just saw that somewhere here, Buttercup Games. Okay, so if I write Buttercup Games error or fail or severe. So now we are searching for the terms like error, fail, failure, failed, or severe in the events that also mention the buttercup games. So this we are searching for that. Things are being highlighted. Error. Status codes also you can see 200, 403, 503, all of those things. For these you need to understand like HTTP status codes. Basically because these are all your web server logs. That's why.